Good morning, traders. Right, it's Friday morning and it is just gone, it's 5:52, gone 10 minutes to 6. So I just thought I'd go through, one thing about this candlestick dashboard, I know I'll keep banging on about it, but I absolutely love it. So first thing I do in the morning now, first or second thing in the morning, I'm not too sure which is the most important, but I know the candlestick dashboard is. But first thing I think I look at every morning now is this dashboard, just to see, not here, but just to see what looks interesting on the RSI dash, and also the Bollinger Band dashboard too. So as you can see, gold is looking very strong. Again, if these were just green, they wouldn't tell me much at all, but because they're numbers, I can clearly see we are really quite strong on the all the time frames running down to the M15. Not really bothered about M5 on here, because by that time I'm on my charts. So gold's strong, Euro CAD is strong, I knew that from yesterday. GB Swiss franc is weak. That's about the only weak pair showing on here. And then I can just double confirm them. When this changes, that's not so good on H4, but that was confirmed oddly enough by the candlestick pattern dashboard. But so we have so much information. Ideally what I want to see is all of these where's the buy zone colour in green? Why haven't they got buy zone in green? Here. Sort of all green, say for example, or all red for a sell, and then perhaps flicking between, like we've just seen there, flicking between a new strong buy zone indicator. So yeah, I've got my information from the dashboard. So next thing, I want to look at my daily candlestick chart, or dashboard, to see what's looking interesting on that. So I can arrange that for the nearest days, and I stuck a few levels on there as well, and you can clearly see we're in a strong uptrend. This is an hourly chart here, and we were approaching that R1. So as you know, I love the pivots because they act like a magnet to price. The reason I want to be getting involved in gold, I love gold as you know, is because it moves so quickly. 7 or 8 pips in gold. I want, bearing in mind my whole life has been revolved around 5 pips as a daily living, my daily targets, and then you increase it to 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 or 12 pips, or whatever the charts will give you. If I got a trigger here, then the room to there is probably about 15-20 pips. So I'll get 20 pips and I'll be absolutely over the moon. So that's the daily chart on the candles, and I would flick between all of these, checking out all of these one bar ago that look slightly interesting. Always important to note too that if we have a bullish daily bar, it may well be a monster bar looking like that, and I would be potentially prepared to wait for a short before the daily. So it's a double whammy. You get a potential short possibility based on the daily or weekly charts, and then later on in the day, as I did yesterday with Euro Aussie dollar, got a nice long opportunity too. So basically my thoughts are that we had a bullish daily trigger on Aussie Euro dollar in the morning. A big green candle suggests a pullback, so we did exactly that during the day, although I didn't short it. It pulled back during the day, and then at the end of the day, when the market sort of changed direction or reverse, which it doesn't always happen, but it often happens, if I get a really absolutely AAA plus setup, then I'll go with it, because I know I've made my plan. My plan in my head is big daily bar, pullback, continuation in the direction of the daily bar. And the beauty about this is, I was looking at this last night, you can look at it literally 10 minutes before the end of the day, and you can see which ones have done what they were supposed to do. This will look the same all day for 24 hours now, or the remainder of whatever it is, 16 hours, and you can check it any time of the day to see what's happened. As I mentioned before, it's a great educational tool. Shows you different patterns, shows you what the patterns are, and as a candlestick fanatic, I absolutely love it, and I'm sure most candlestick fanatics would too. And then down to the 5-minute chart. Oh, sorry, no, forgot the candlestick chart. Where was that? Let's have a look. Sorry, I've got so much going on here. Ah, there it is there. Multiple candlesticks. Now, I've just loaded up. So instead of having a number, 20 or so symbols, I've just loaded it up with one symbol. This was a new thing this morning. I've tested it yesterday and had a look, and it's really good. So now I can just get a feel for what's going on multiple singles, multiple time frames with one symbol, the gold in fact. And then you can just play around with it like I did this morning before I took my trade, looking at lining up all the bullish time frames together and seeing what they were telling me. As I say, I'm using it as an education tool. I'd already decided on my excuse me, my trade and my direction based on all the other stuff we do. And while I'm on that point, I'd like to emphasize, it used to drive me insane as a new trader, all the stuff that my mentor would sort of bring online, and I used to struggle. But please don't struggle with this. Decide on one thing, whether it's the 3-candle reversal, or I would suggest concentrate on the 2B reversal and learn how it works on every time frame. When you're not trading, well, really, if you're demo trading, you shouldn't. You should be concentrating on the learning, as it were, as opposed to actual trading. And once, as people say, concentrate on the method, as it were, the approach, as opposed to just hitting trades for the sake of it. So I would just concentrate on watching 2B reversals on H1, H1, M30, M15, M5, M1 on MT4, and just watch how it reacts to those trigger and poke bars. So anyway, back to this. So don't get overwhelmed by everything. Concentrate on one aspect, and everything else will kick into place. It will, believe me. So this thing is just so multifunctional, it's unbelievable. So I can look at all the there's so many new nuances that will come to light, just as with the RSI histo, the TMA slope, and so on and so forth. So you can arrange these in all different orders, and you can learn your patterns as well, pattern order. But I think direction order is fairly important, trying to get your time frames in a row. So weekly is not too important. You could drop this off this sort of thing. The daily is massively important. You want to know what the daily is telling you for today. Like I said, if it's a massive bullish daily bar, then expect to have a potential pullback in the Asian session, and then a continuation later on in the day. And 30-minute is massively important, because a 30-minute bar, bullish bar, is actually like a 30-minute 3-candle reversal, which would be a 5-minute uptrend, swing trend. So if you're 30 minutes up and your owl is up and your H4 is up, and you just then wait for your 5 minutes come into play, which is exactly what I did today. So this thing has huge potential, absolutely huge potential, and that was the whole point of today's video. So just learn to use the tools in our toolbox. Everything matters. Never ever am I going to sway away from 3-candle reversals. Everything else is additional. 3-candle reversals is my thing. It is the change of the balance of power. When this pushes up and makes a 3CR, it's saying resistance in an up move has been broken. And what that means is, with a close, that's what the blue bar is there. What that means is that to me anyway, the buyers have been overwhelmed by this. The sellers rather. The sellers have been overwhelmed by the buyers. The close has given us that indication. The line chart will show that even clearer. There's the level that we needed to close above. Notice they will have used it here to support and support, most likely here. Yeah, you can see that. And the balance of power, that's what a 3CR is telling us. The balance of power has changed. So the sellers have tried to push it down and the buyers have just overwhelmed them. Multiple up 3CRs is telling me I could not possibly entertain looking for shorts this morning. So thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. Remember, today, if you're watching this morning, we've got some big red news, so it could be a complete waste of time. Me personally, I'm looking forward to studying the stock charts, not right on the ring-a-ding-ding bell of 2:30. I like to cruise back about 3:30, and then suppose this was the 2:30 stock open. It's shot up like a mad thing in this instance, say for example in a hypothetical situation. Then we've pulled back nicely, and then I know I can rely on everything, all the tools in my toolbox, to get back into the direction of the initial spurt. It doesn't always work like that, but then again we wouldn't get the confirmations with the 3CRs and the what's it. I'm liking, in the indicators I should say, and I'm loving selling more than buying. Selling at the sort of midway part through the stock market, the London stocks session seems to be a really solid, because once the sellers get involved, they know, for the day it's going down. Oh my god, we better sell. That's the way I look at it in my head. It might be totally wrong, but the charts don't lie. So everything you need to know about the direction of price will be on your charts. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.